Where can one meet plenty of children and adults whose faces light with happiness, hear their cries of admiration and get lots of adrenaline, spend time with pleasure and have a good rest in flesh and soul together with the family? Sure, it is amusement parks, with the main place of visit, which are the attractions. They will give the sea of positive emotions to your children and make you feel a real extreme, since the modern designers are not limited anyhow in creating these huge facilities. They can be relatively simple and small, as well as of the most complicated design and huge sizes. There are no limits to the designer's ideas. The main thing is that they are brave enough to dare to take themselves into this exciting journey. By the way, what we can see is just one side of this park. However, behind the curtains, there is absolutely different life. Dozens of people work thoroughly every day for the guests and the people of the city to be able to come and rest here. And of course, we decided to show you this backstage. Hello, you're watching Within the Process, the program which tells you in detail about how it works. And today our cameras are focused on the process of organizing the amusement park operation. The amusement park operation usually opens in spring when the frosty and cold weather ends. They start preparing it for summer season. June, July and August are the peak month for the visitors' flow, so everything should be brought to the due state beforehand and work properly. However, one can visit the park both in March and October, which depends on the raining season and cold weather. The park works for 7 or 8 months a year. Every day the utility workers and gardeners come 4 hours before the park opens. The workers clean the rubbish bins, dust the benches and fences and sweep the paths. And the gardeners water the grass lawns and refresh the park. In 2 hours, at 6 a.m., the rest of the personnel start their work. These are attraction operators, engineers, the security, medical workers, cooks, and all those who are involved in the park operation. They have to make all necessary arrangements in a few hours. For example, the attraction operators need to wipe the seats, the benches, and the fencing. The shift engineer instructs the staff every day before opening the park, since every attraction has its own criteria of passing the visitors and its own safety rules. This is very important. Everyone should remember these rules in order to prevent any accidents in the park. They put special attention to the safety in the amusement parks. Everything here should run like clockwork. Two times a year before opening the season and after the season closure, an independent investigation company holds a kind of park expertise, or its attractions to be precise. Each facility is thoroughly inspected for the metal and all joints quality, as well as that of the chains, cabling and absolutely all components. They use special equipment to x-ray the metal and get precise data on its current condition. Besides that, the park must have highly qualified engineers, electricians and maintenance men in its staff who are the trace to the state of all attractions. Each attraction has a small break once a week. It is the maintenance day when the park is closed for the visitors because the technical crew inspects each component of the park. At the same time, each attraction is inspected in this way every day, or to be precise, those of its components which are the principal ones, for example, the chains, wheels and beams. All the resultant information is logged to keep the precise monitoring of each installation. This is kind of the machine log, which contains all data as to the machine's state, wear and tear, and the quality of its components. In addition, the security monitors everything what happens on the park territory during the working hours. They have the CCTV cameras which transmit all the information about the life of the park to the computer monitors online. In the summertime, the flow of visitors reaches up to 5,000 people a day. However, this figure is very changeable, since the amusement park is the organization which depends on many factors like weather, holidays, and the number of days off in the month. For example, many attractions stop if it starts raining, since many of them are under open air. If it is too stuffy, the flow of visitors also reduces. Many people go to the beaches or water parks. If the temperature is within average level, the days off come and it doesn't look like it will rain, then surely one can expect a lot of visitors, and parks work at full swing in such periods. Each one who comes here should be pleased. choice of new attractions for the amusement park is usually made thoroughly at least. It is important to know whether it will be popular with the visitors, whether it will prove itself in the course of maintenance, and whether the cost of operation will be reasonable. The assembly of the new attraction is made by the technical service of the park. However, the general wiring is accomplished by the manufacturer. All attractions are mainly made in Belgium, Germany and Italy. The average durability is 25 to 30 years. Upon this period, the machine is considered outdated and unfit for further operation, since in any moment it can behave in the way which is unpredictable, and this is absolutely unallowable. This amusement park has the fleet of 42 attractions, 6 of which are extreme ones. For example, this bright and huge machine is called Top Spin, and it can give you unforgettable experience indeed. A huge cabin designed for 25 people makes breathtaking overturns, and the cabin itself is also whirling. When you are inside, everything is mixed into a mass before your eyes: the sky, the earth, the horizon. Riding this attraction is not available for everyone. People with blood pressure problems, pregnant women, and children under 130 centimeters are not allowed to such extreme rides. And now let's look into the operator's cabin. You've never been here for sure. This big panel here with plenty of sensors, buttons and indicators serves for the operation of the entire attraction, but the control is made by the operator. For the duration of the entire day, the operator actually stays inside the cabin. His task is to be as focused on his work as possible, since in fact visitors' safety and the attraction operation depend on the operator. There are two control modes, automatic and manual. Well, it is all clear. In the first case, the attraction operates and makes all movements according to the set program. In the second case, this task is accomplished by the operator. This happens when some components of the attraction operates improperly because of humidity, for example. In case some hoop has suddenly turned out to be unfastened or some electric board fails, a respective signal is displayed on the operator's panel immediately. Then the fun is postponed. Generally, the operator starts up the swing sets only in case everything is right and is running to the plan. Only then the exciting adventure can be started. And this is Anaconda, or simply saying, a coaster. A huge mechanism with the most complicated control system. The passenger's cabin does not have its own source of power, which is why to get the necessary velocity they use potential energy transformation into kinetic one and vice versa. This means that for the attraction to work properly and its visitors enjoy the ride, the operator should calculate the exact time of cabin braking and its further movement. People in many countries of the world call the attractions of this type the roller coaster. However, the history says that the first model of such coasters were designed in Russia. As early as in the 15th century, the masters of engineering built the ice runs which they reinforced with wooden supports. And as for the time when the slides were put on wheels, the historians still argue about this. Some of them assert that this happened in Russia at the time of Catherine II. Others say it happened in Paris in 1812. This way or another, whether it is a Russian or American roller coaster, impressions from high speed and steep curves never reduce, as well as the amateurs of such entertainment, since an amusement park is the most available way both for children and adults to get unforgettable impressions and plenty of emissions. And today you have been behind the curtain of such park, and now you know for sure what its backside is like. You've been watching Within the Process, the program which tells you in detail about how it works and changes your attitude towards the things that surround us in everyday life. My name is Dimitri Galabir. I'm Danyar Batarbayev. See you in the next episode of Within the Process.